It's Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning. And is it weird that people camp in nylon tents among total strangers out in the wilderness, but they'll lock all their doors and windows around their next door neighbors?
I've thought about that. I do think it's very strange.
It's true.
It's a lot. So I'm asking you all to unzip and let me into your tents today. Metaphorically, for what's on your mind, where we unzip each other's brain flaps and peek in to see what's going on inside. Starting with Brooke. Brooke, what's in your brain flap?
What the heck?
Well, over this past weekend, I went to an Independence Day parade
Cool.
in a town of about 600 people.
Aww.
And
Those are going to be the most intense ones.
I'm going to give you some highlights.
Yeah.
Okay, one, not so many floats, but a lot of just trailers.
Oh.
Right?
Oh.
You know, like the
They just drive through?
It's like the local cement companies there.
Oh,
you know,
okay.
some people who like down trees. You know,
Got
stuff
it.
like that.
Got it.
Sure.
But my very favorite moment happened when Elsa and Wonder Woman came down the parade.
Oh, they
Whoa.
did?
My kids
Random.
turned to me and said, "Mommy, they look different." I'm like,
no.
well,
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
they're both over 65.
What happened to Elsa's teeth?
Hillbilly Elsa, Mommy.
It's funny you say that. Elsa had all her teeth. She just had a lot more body than she does in the Disney
Oh,
movie.
yeah.
Wonder Woman, however,
No.
did not have them all.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I don't believe she was wearing a bra.
Oh.
So
Oh, so we're getting a show. There's no wonder.
I know.
You
I thought
know-
she has an invisible plane, not an invisible suit.
we thought that maybe Wonder Woman didn't age. She did. And it wasn't gracefully.
Yeah,
So the
pandemic hit
kids,
her hard.
Not quite as big of fans as Wonder Woman as at the beginning of the parade.
Aw.
They were a little frightened of her.
Okay.
Good old hometown parades.
It may have been drugs or alcohol involved too.
Yeah.
But you know what?
Yeah.
Thank you for being there.
In her
And-
head, she was riding an invisible plane.
Yeah.
Jose, what's been on your mind?
Well, I visited my parents recently, and you guys, it happened again.
Uh-oh.
I'm floating in the pool, eyes closed, sun's out, I'm relaxed, I'm tanning, and my dad swims up to me,
Okay.
and he's just like, "Hey, did you know the lady that lives 2 blocks away went on vacation outside of the country
Oh,
recently?"
what happened to
And
her?
I'm like, "Oh," eyes closed still. "Oh,
No.
I didn't know that your neighbor went on vacation."
I don't live in this neighborhood, Dad.
Yeah.
And he goes, "Yes. She got a brain aneurysm and
there
now
it
she
is.
is dead." I'm like, "Oh, God, I'm trying to
I just had a feeling that your dad's neighbor wasn't going to survive
trying to
vacation.
relax." If you guys know, my dad talks about this all the time now. Then he goes, "Oh," so then he brings up death and he reminds him.
Yeah.
"Oh, did you know something? I heard that when people retire, they tend to die."
No.
Uh-huh.
And I'm
Okay.
like, "Oh," he goes, "Yeah, I used to work with a friend who retired. They went to go check on him at his house. The next day, he was dead."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Why are they checking on him?"
You know, he should
the
hang out.
day after he retired, he's dead? Like, what?
That was quick.
He should really hang out with my dad. My
I
dad always says, "Hey, stop working, you die, Brooke. That's what happens."
Oh, God,
You know?
well, I try not
So
to
they're the
acknowledge
same.
it. I'm just like, "Oh, wow,
Yeah.
okay." And then, of course, we're in a pool. So then he's like, "Do you know how many people drown in
Yeah.
pools
Yeah.
every day?"
The silent
no.
killer.
Yeah, and don't even get him started on how many people die from fireworks.
Right.
You would think his whole community is just dead, like
Yeah.
everyone around him. So anyway,
It's heavy on his mind
it's
right now.
always good to see my folks.
Yeah.
My
Alive.
poor dad,
Yeah.
My poor dad is just like horror stories the whole time.
That sounds. We should do a segment with him on this show.
I would
Who's
love
dead
it.
this week? And just get Jose's dad to update us
Him
on
reading news stories.
the people
Yeah.
from down the block.
He loves the obits. That's his
Oh,
favorite.
best part of the
you know.
newspaper.
Alexis, tell us what's been on your mind.
So this past weekend, I was at like a Major League Baseball game, and I'm sitting in the bleachers.
Go ahead.
You could have just said baseball.
Not by choice, clearly.
Are we doing a Major League Baseball endorsement right now?
No, it's fine.
Thank you, Brooke.
Okay, no.
She's just
Not
telling
the
you
point
it's
of
a
the story.
professional
I'm trying to
baseball
set
game.
the scene for you, okay?
Okay,
In a
gotcha.
professional
Thank
stadium.
you.
It's pro sports. Go ahead.
I'm in the bleachers. I'm in the bleacher seats, and I'm like the 5th person in, and someone comes up to my aisle and like points at me and is like, "Hey, I want to take a photo with you."
Okay, so
Oh,
you,
cool
you
fan.
assume it's a listener,
Yeah,
right?
totally. So I like get up and I'm trying to like squeeze through to get to them, and then the girl goes, "What? No, not you. Who are you?"
Oh, that hurts.
As I'm standing up, and I'm so embarrassed. And then she points at my friend next to me who's a pro runner that she wants a photo with.
So how do you get out of the embarrassment of it?
I literally sit down and the people I'm with go, why would you stand up? And then I have to try to embarrassingly explain why I would even think they'd want a photo with me in the first place.
It happens sometimes, I swear.
It was just so embarrassing. And everyone I was with just thought I was the most, like, full of myself person in the entire crew.
You totally look conceited, like, picture that. Excuse me, everyone.
Get this all the time.
And it's like full all around me. I'm sure other people saw. And
Dude, that person's so mean. They should have just taken a picture with you anyway.
I think that would have been worse.
No.
You went from Star Trek, you're like, hey, sit down.
Yeah.
I'm trying to watch the
bad
game
for you.
here.
It was bad.
I'll
So
take a
anyways,
picture with you later. Will
I'm
that make you feel
okay.
better?
I don't want any photos. I'm very
You
humbled
won't.
now.
This
so.
is
I
what,
need a picture
that's what
with
happens when you go to these major league professional sporting event games.
Now, if you were in the minors.
Yeah, I know.
With professional athletes.
With professional athletes out on the
Lot-
field.
a lot more famous
Whatever,
people
guys.
than you.
Yeah. All right, Jeffrey, what's on your mind?
I've mentioned several times over the last months that I've been having issues with my house.
Yeah.
Basement flooding,
Yeah.
bears attacking garbage cans,
Yeah.
ants raining from the
Ants
ceiling.
literally
Yeah.
dropping.
But you
And-
stay there, so that's good.
Well, it's
Yeah.
cheap, so what are you
Yeah.
gonna do? But this weekend happened. I was going to bed 10:30 at night, had my TV on,
Okay.
and in front of the screen, I see something flutter by.
Oh, it's a moth.
And I'm
Please
like,
be a butterfly.
great, it's a moth inside. Like,
Yeah.
I'm
Oh, no.
not gonna be able to sleep with this bug in my room. So I
Yeah.
get up to take care of it, turn on the light, and I see it on the wall.
Is it big?
And I'm like, oh my God, that is way, way bigger than a moth.
Oh,
No,
is
what
it a
is
bat?
it?
That is a freaking bat.
Oh,
And it's
that-
flying around my bedroom now.
Oh,
And I'm like, where did this bat come from? I have no idea. Did it get into a
oh
hole?
my gosh.
There's no attic in my house, so it couldn't have
Yeah.
come from there.
Oh, they
Get
can
us-
squeeze through anything. I'm telling you, we've had a lot of bats, and I've had a lot of bat issues in my life.
You have to get a silver steak and drive it to the car. That's how you get rid
Go a
of it.
silver bullet, right?
Or a bullet.
No,
That's it.
you sleep with a garlic necklace.
Okay,
That's what you do, yeah.
So I'm Googling what to do. Rule
Yeah.
number 1 is stay close to the walls.
Oh,
Problem
for
is,
you?
inside my house, it doesn't have a lot of
You're
walls.
right, it's
It's really
shaped- it's
big
super
and
open.
empty and just low railings.
Very open.
And
Yeah.
so for the next hour and a half, I'm army crawling underneath a blanket
Are you-
around
are
the
you
floor.
under a blanket.
Well, I don't want to get
Just
bit
stand
and get
up.
rabies.
It's not gonna bite you.
Yes, he
Yeah.
will. That's what it says.
Do you know how many bats we've gotten out of our cabin? No, you just get a fish. All you need is just a fishing net, and you just trap it
Oh,
in a
yeah, like
fishing
I'm a
net.
fishing net lying around over in my
Come on,
bedroom.
Jeffrey.
I have taken down a lot of bats.
Brooke's like,
I
just
should've
get a
said.
tranquilizer dart and hit him in the neck. It's fine. I do this all the time.
Army crawling?
Yes, because I'm trying to avoid it.
Tiny.
I'm like begging it to leave.
Oh my
Okay.
gosh.
And how'd
Does
you
it
get
go?
it?
I didn't get it.
No.
It's still in there. Then,
I don't know. I
somewhere.
didn't see it leave.
Oh, I'm sure it is.
Oh my gosh.
But we don't have any windows that open in the house, so there's only one door it could have gone out of.
Yeah.
I don't know if it did.
Yeah. Look
Pray-
for
Wow.
bat poop.
Pray
It's
it's
very good fertilizer.
Pray it's a
Ew.
fruit bat, not a blood-sucking bat. You don't know which one is which.
I'm gonna have to call Brooke over to
Yeah.
take
Yeah.
care of this.
Take
Just
care of your
suck
bat.
the blood out of it or whatever she does.
Brooke just palmed the beehive a week ago.
Yeah.
Like, everyone take care of everything, dude.
Seriously. Text into 78592. Tell us what's been on your mind. It's Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.